Yo, what's going on? This is Plainro from the shop. I'm chilling with iLLANOiZE, and this is how we bring that noise.
I was talking to you, maybe like not too long ago. We was talking about the name Plainro. So it originally came from friends, correct?
Yeah, Twitter. And Twitter is kind of weird how it happened. It was my Twitter handle when I first got on there. I want to say like 08, 09, 09, I think. And
That's
then
when Twitter was popping too.
man, yeah, that's when before Twitter feelings, insensitive Twitter and everything else. But
sub tweets.
No, it started from there because I was sound clicking, and Twitter was how I was getting to different people. Still is, but it's how I was getting to different people. And like my first credit was as Plainro, not as my actual producer name at the time, but it stuck. So
what was the name before Plainro?
it's not even important. It don't reflect my life now. You feel? No, it's man, I cycled through a bunch of cliche, terrible names from Rated R to yeah, some of them just stupid, just dumb names. So I feel like Plainro kind of embodied me. And it's funny because I wasn't picking it as a stage name, but as a Twitter handle, and it's more transparent than my actual stage name. So.
And on top of that, when you search it, you'll pop up.
That's it. Now, if you search my government, you're gonna see my father, because he's an
wow.
author and he's written like 15 books. So yeah, if you ever look up my government. Yeah.
So since we're talking about your father, what type of books did he write?
Man, he writes spiritual books, a lot of books on wisdom. My father used to be a pastor, and so it all deals with the Word of God, different things, different revelations there, different things that you could apply to practical living and stuff like that. So real interesting stuff. I'm his biggest fan. Like he's like my biggest fan musically. So I got all this stuff, and yeah, you can get this stuff on Amazon. I ain't trying to plug, but at the same time, you can get his books on Amazon. You get Creative Space, whatever. Yeah, man, he got his own website and everything.
What's the name? You never said his name.
Okay, what, man? All right, my government is Romel Dewan Moore, and so if you put that in, because I'm a second, his name he'll show up first because he's the first. He's a senior. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So now I know. Well, for those that don't know, you're multi-talented. From you produce, engineer, sing, rap. What came first?
Writing and rapping definitely came first. When I was a shorty, my pops used to write raps for me when I was like 3 and 4, and so like I came out the womb with hip hop, and so that's how it always been. I used to win poetry contests and stuff in school, their essay contests. English was my favorite subject. I always got perfect. So that was my first skill set. Now, interestingly enough, my dad was a big he's a big music buff, and he was the first person to sit me down and open the liner notes to an album. And it was just like, yo, this is the person that composed this is the person that produced this, and he broke all of that down to me, and I was like 6 or 7. And I was like, I want to be a music producer. And so we ain't had no means. Music does not run in my family. My mama can sing, but outside of that, nah, it doesn't really run in my immediate family at all. So they didn't really have any means or probably real understanding on how to push me that direction.
Well, you went that direction. I mean, a little push that your father gave you. That's all.
Man, it was clutch. It was clutch. So every time something new dropped, or because he was a big fan of Timberland, and I was a big fan of Pharrell, I actually put him on the Neptunes and stuff. So we just went like that. So he kind of helped cultivate for me good or a good ear for being able to pick off dope pop sound and stuff like that. So
hey, that's dope. I had no idea. I had a feeling something in the family kind of transitioned you the way you are now. And now I'm hearing that that's a good thing. My father did the same with me. But so when did the producing take place?
Producing took place Kanye West when his first album dropped. That's when I had this little, well, I can't say little thing, was huge. I had this big old compact PC, and one on big old box glass screens and 2 raggedy computer speakers. And my uncle on my mom's side was just like, yo, you should get this program called Fruity Loops. I'm like, Fruity Loops? He was like, yeah, and he showed me the torrent, how to download it. And this is like version 6 or 7. This is like 04.
Yeah.
And so it was like 6 or 7. and I ain't had no MIDI keyboard, and that's why he told me to get Fruity Loops, because you could use your regular typing keyboard.
Yeah, you could use your keypad.
And yeah, after that, I just took off. Now I still didn't have really any real understanding of music theory. I could play a little bit, but I wasn't dope at all. I didn't know how to really put together chords or understand what I was listening to. So I did what Kanye did. I would just go grab samples, and that's how I started, cutting up, chopping samples. But it's weird though. It's like, man, I've been doing this since '04, and I want to say the first 6-7 years, ain't nobody want to hear my stuff. Ain't nobody want to hear my stuff. I try to play my stuff at little house parties and stuff. Man, turn that off, man. What is this?
You was before your time.
Yeah, man. You know, I never lost the drive, and I think the rejection kind of helped cultivate in me. Like, nah, I can do this.
It's like when I first got, in tune with your music, I've known you from singing. I heard you on a couple of tracks, and the couple of tracks that I've heard was mainly, vocals from you. And I'm like, this guy's dope. And I started doing more research, and that's where I'm like, wait, he rap, he sing, he engineered too? Like,
that's
what
where it started.
Don't you do?
Nah, that's where it started. The writing is where it all started.
So let's get into your project that you was working. Well, not really a project, but I'm gonna call it a project because it's something you putting out, which is Random Fridays. Now, before I get into Random Fridays, you also did Random Mondays.
Yes.
Explain the two.
Okay. Random Mondays, bunch of drafts, majority of which I did that Monday. I came home from work, and my wife was like, I don't know why you wait till Monday to try to put together a song. And I would put things together and put it out that Monday. Random topics, random genre. I didn't really care. And I would put it out at random times that Monday. So it was truly random in every sense of the word. Whereas Random Fridays is kind of like building off of that. Since Random Mondays, I noticed a couple of those songs that I dropped 12 total, but a couple of those drafts did really well. So I pulled those down and I turned them into actual full-length singles. And just from there, and then Josie dropping his project, AJ dropping his project, I was like, I should bring that back and just kind of build on that. Random Mondays was started though to kind of establish myself, like, hey, I do music too. Like, I don't just, produce the beats or whatever. And so it was my way of like reintroducing myself from an artistic standpoint, and that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's when I got the gist of you. That's when I found out who Plainro was, and of course Josie and Asar. How did you guys actually come about? Like, before we get into the Random Fridays, like, how did you guys meet as a collective group?
Well, it's interesting. So, you ever heard of a group called Mother Nature?
Yes, I have.
So me, Mother Nature. You heard of Ace Boogie, or
Yes.
Boogie Fool? Me, Ace Boogie, Mother Nature, Josie Green, AJ. We all a part of this school org at U of I called Word.
I got you.
And that's how we all know each other. That's where majority of us met. I met AJ by proxy through Josie, but Josie met AJ through Word, so it's still all relative. And that's how it all came about. Okay. So that's how I know all of them, BK Saunders, all of us from Word.
Because I remember Asar mentioned that when we had interviewed him a while back ago. He mentioned Word. You're like, shout out Word.
Shout out Word. Word.
That's exactly. There you go. But from there, like I said, I got the gist of you, and then now you're doing Random Fridays. So is Random Fridays something you actually already have packaged up and you just delivering on, whenever you feel like dropping it on a Friday?
For the most part, yeah. What's always difficult is, features. I try to have every one of these drops have a feature in it. It's I'm learning. This whole thing is a learning process for me, but I'm learning. Obviously I have to fit within other people's schedules, different things like that when they're able to, feature on certain things or, record or whatever. So it's been a learning process. Some of the stuff has been touch and go. I've been having to switch certain songs around, but it's called Random Friday, so it don't matter what I drop. Something's coming next Friday.
We got something. Can we expect something this Friday?
This Friday, no. I actually have the schedule up for Random Fridays. It is my profile picture on Twitter. I put it out 2-3 weeks prior to my first drop, and I still get asked every single week, yo, so what you dropping this week?
It's funny because you just told me too. You was like, "Is in my profile picture? Check it out." And I still asked you.
I don't know how to make it plainer, man. But hey,
this
whatever,
what I'm gonna
man.
do. I'm gonna take the profile picture. We gonna insert it in this visual so everybody can see it. So I'm pretty sure y'all see it right now, flashing across the screen. So check the schedule out, and we gonna get into a game.
Okay.
So you're stranded on an island. You have 3 genres of music, but you can only choose one.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, rock, or reggae.
I'm probably gonna go with reggae.
Reggae?
Yep.
Martin or Fresh Prince?
Man, that's hard, man. Y'all can't do that to me, man. I'm gonna say Martin though. Oh, Marty Mod.
Big booty or big breasts?
Big booty. What?
Big booty.
Man, I can't pick either one. You gotta be full figure. How about that?
Oh, I'm still gonna stick with big booty because that's what you said first. So, Harold's Chicken or Uncle Remus?
Harold's Chicken. Y'all need to stop this Uncle Remus nonsense.
Name one artist you'll like to work with. I'm tweaking over my own question. Name one artist you'll bring back from the dead.
From the dead, like that's literally dead right now.
Yes.
I would bring back Tupac easily, man, easily.
And for the last question, if you was not making music, what do you see yourself doing?
Man, if I wasn't making music, man, I'd be doing probably what I do for my 9-to-5 right now. Continue to be a technical director, behind the scenes person, making sure the audio tight, the lights is good, and the cameras is ready.
Like that. Yeah, you did that when with our setup.
I ain't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I did nothing.
Yeah, all right. But give out your social media. Shout out everybody that's been rocking with you. Let them know where they can find you.
I'm probably gonna miss some people, so I'm gonna just say I love all y'all, especially AIM Squad, Josie, AJ. Man, shout out 25th Hour. That's my homie. Excuse me. Shout out Balance. Man, shout out, man, OV's Meech and them, man. Y'all putting in some work. Y'all doing some great things, man. Shout out BK. Shout out Word. Shout out Mother Nature. And, of course, my beautiful wife, Mikey. Love you. Man, as far as social media, it's all the same. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's all Plainro. So you can follow me there.
Well, this your boy Biko signing out with iLLANOiZE. And until next time.
Bruh.